Australian record tonight, 7:32. There's Ingebrigtsen, Jakob Ingebrigtsen, the phenomenon from Norway, the youngest of the three brothers. McSweyn in good form. He won that 1500 in Zagreb in 3:32 just 2 days ago at a canter, frankly. The national record he's looking for is 14 years old. It's Buster Mottrams. Remember him? 7:32.19 back in 2006. Kiplimo in only his second race of 2020 there in the orange. Perhaps inspired by Joshua Cheptegei, his compatriot, who set a world record in Monaco at 5,000. Will certainly give a good account of himself here, the former world junior champion at cross country. He's only 19 years old, Kiplimo, but world number 3 at 5,000 this year with a big win in Ostrava 9 days ago, 12:49. Ingebrigtsen, an astonishing talent. Bizarrely, has never broken 8 minutes for 3,000 outdoors, but that, frankly, will be a formality. Holds the world junior record indoors for 1,500 metres. Remember that fabulous double at the Europeans in Berlin over 1,500 and 5,000 at the age of 17. He'll be 20 on Sunday. Crippa, we've just zoomed past there, who's a very, very strong Italian who's improved in leaps and bounds this year. Resi Radzin, some of the lesser lights. Abdikar Sheikh Ali of Italy. But Jakob Ingebrigtsen, it'll be fascinating to see how he copes here against athletes like McSweyn. Because while you might think that Ingebrigtsen is a 1,500 metre specialist, you've got to remember he's run 13:02 for 5,000. He's got everything in the locker. So as these 14 starters get underway, it's important that the pacemaker does get this job right. Sean Tobin of Ireland, with McSweyn slotting in behind him. And you can tell it's pretty quick, Steve, because less than 30 seconds the clock and we're almost down to single file straight away. Yeah, through 200 there in about 30 seconds dead.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how far Tobin can actually go at the required pace. I'm going to be pedantic. They've spelled Ingebrigtsen's name wrong on his number. You can get that right. He's a big star. Anyway, you can't get disqualified for that. But, you know, I think that's the problem here, Tim, isn't it? He's finding... I was so impressed with McSweyn taking it on the other night in that 1,500, you know, and he's full of confidence. So it might mean that, I don't know, you know, we need a good race between those top 3 and 4, because I'm just not sure that Tobin can get too many laps in at the required pace. But, you know, if they get 2 or 3 in, they get a good tempo going, and then the likes of McSweyn wants to keep it going, then we could be in for something good.
McSweyn in second place. He said to me this morning that he feels absolutely great, even though he raced that 1,500 in just 48 hours ago, and he spent much of yesterday travelling from Zagreb in Croatia through Split, and then they had COVID tests to contend with. Spent much of the day travelling yesterday, but he said he feels fine. The pace is quick, there's no doubt about it. McSweyn in second place, and the tiny figure of Kiplimo in orange in third. I think the big figure of Matt Ramsden in fourth. Ingebrigtsen in fifth place, single file at the moment. But Tobin, it's important he goes as far as he can, holding the right tempo. Don't stay at the front if you can't hold it, because that will hold them back. We've got a great race in our hands building up here, Steve, as well. So we hope a really fast race. And it's a good job being done here by Tobin. I think a click under 2 minutes there at 800.
Yeah, good pace being set at the moment. He's certainly right on the mark. He just would love them, or they would love him to get another couple of laps if he can, even a lap and a half at this sort of pace, not letting it drop. But you're right, McSweyn just looks, he's a beautiful looking runner as well. He's a lovely mover and looks nice and relaxed there, just having a little look at the clock, checking that all the ones he expects to be there are there. His teammates just ahead of Ingebrigtsen. 2:29, Tim, 0.55, perfect, absolutely perfect first kilometre. It's quick. Very quick, but right on schedule, and they've done it smoothly. That's really smart, really good pacemaking.
Stewie McSweyn in second place will be delighted, because when he won the 1,500 in Zagreb 2 days ago, the pacemaking was poor. After 2 laps, he went past the pacemaker and he banged in a 55-second third lap. That is viciously quick. He rips off his number there, his front number. But his third lap was so quick, he built up a big gap in the opposition, and he won comfortably in 3:32, a very quick time. But I think it was a case of what might he have done, maybe got that Aussie record at 1,500 if the pacemaking had been better. These 4 beginning to get away, Ingebrigtsen towards the back of the pack, and I'll tell you what, Matt Ramsden in 5th place beginning to suffer. Crippa has gone past him there, and that's a red wine red Polizia top. He's in fabulous form.
Duplantis in the pole vault, just pauses. 585 his first attempt. 3 men left in this, Duplantis, Broders and Obiena. Those 3, the only 3. We saw Lavillenie, of course, fail. So Duplantis aborting that attempt. He's still got time on the clock though, but he's taking his time to go back. Maybe go back this 3,000. He says.
Hopefully. Well, Duplantis is special, but this race is building into something pretty special as well. They go through 4 laps there in pretty much spot on 4 minutes. I'll tell you what, I think Sean Tobin's going to start setting personal bests pretty soon. From the front there, McSwain looks to almost be holding back. Kiplimo in second, Ingebrigtsen in third. Kripper hanging on to this quartet as Tobin moves aside now. He's done a fabulous job. But Ingebrigtsen, well, his season includes that fabulous European record at 1500 in Monaco just a month or so ago. He also set a European record for 2000 in Oslo back in early June of 450. He's got the full cupboard, if you so to speak, as these 3, the big 3, now get away. I thought Ramsden might stay with them a little bit longer.
Tim, this is going to be quick. Let's see how high Duplantis can get here. 585 the bar set at. Whoa! Completely missing it there. Shake of the head. Got that all wrong. Thankfully came down on the mat. I was going to say, Tim, this is quick. Watch them going through 2,000 metres here. It's going to be right on the 5-minute mark. And let's assume they're going to go quicker in the last kilometre, because they must do with 3 men there. Ingebrigtsen is still looking fairly comfortable. Looks like he wants to get closer to McSwain. Hats off, as you said, to Tobin. He's set this up beautifully. We are in for a cracking race here. It's going to be fast.
Just over 2 laps to run then. Ingebrigtsen looking very relaxed. He's had not only Tobin, but other men in front of him as pacemakers for some 5 laps and more now, as McSwain glances up at the big screen. He can see what's going on behind him there. 2 laps to run at 59.83. He's gradually cranking it up, trying to turn the screw on the men behind him, who he knows are fabulously quick at 5,000, who he knows have great speed. Ingebrigtsen has astonishing speed endurance. Ryan Gregson, the Australian record holder at 1,500, ran 3:35 on Tuesday. Maybe he's feeling the effects of that one more than McSwain. But these 3, with a lap and a half to run, battling it out. You could throw a blanket over them. Ingebrigtsen into 2nd place. It's the highest place he's been yet.
Ignore that caption, it's missing off McSwain, but he's there. He's at the front where he's always been. Ingebrigtsen now deciding he wants to be a little bit closer. Just feels Kiplimo might be a little tired. As they're coming round, it'll be the bell this time. These 3 are set up for, all 3 of them are going to be rewarded with brilliant times, but who's going to come out on top here? How low can they go on this last lap? This is going to be incredibly quick, because Ingebrigtsen's off and Kiplimo follows.
Ingebrigtsen running tactically supremely. 60.4 that penultimate lap. Now he gets to the front, and Stewie McSwain has got to hang on to their coattails, because that Australian record may be beckoning. Ingebrigtsen still looks so relaxed with that slightly forward lean of his powerful legs above a slim torso, and he just winds it up, and he never really looks like he's hit the throttle absolutely flat out. He just begins to imperceptibly accelerate, lengthens the stride. 200 to run, 6:59 there. They're going to go under 7:30 here surely, as Kripper shows that he's been feeling the pace. They're back in 4th place. He goes through. He's still going to run a great time, but let's see the race up front as Ingebrigtsen hits the home straight with just Kiplimo on his shoulder. Who's going to get there? McSwain there has got to hold on left to picture for that Aussie record, but Kiplimo battling towards the line, and he's going to get there. He's got the greatest strength. He's young too. They're both 19. What a race. 7:26.64. Boy, oh boy, one of the quickest times in history. And the meeting record, well, it was 7:46 by Jack Buckner, an old mucker of Steve and I back in 1984. That's been taken to the cleaners. What a run, and it's not often, Steve, you see Ingebrigtsen outstrengthed by another 19-year-old down the home straight. What an astonishing run, and that, I think, will be very close to the European record. It's the 8th fastest time in history. Only 30 men in history have gone under 7:30, and only 2 Europeans amongst them. A national record for Ingebrigtsen, of course. But 7:27.05 for Ingebrigtsen behind Kiplimo's astonishing run at McSwain. Well, he smashes that Aussie record, 7:28.02.